Morning and a Freilichen Chamishas B'Shvat, happy to B'Shvat to everybody, which of course that's today. So before we begin, just a quick thought about that. Of course, the New Year's is the fruit, the tree, and there's a lot to be learned from the tree, as with everything in life. Everything has its lessons, especially something connected to Torah, like a New Year for the tree. Especially considering that the verse compares man to a tree of the field, Adam Mitzvah. Actually, the verse is speaking in question mark. Is a man a tree of the field? Nonetheless, our sages made the association without the question mark. Man is a tree of the field. So, just one lesson thought. As it discusses the manner in which a seed grows and becomes a tree or a plant. And what the seed has to do is decompose. If the seed is insistent on maintaining its position as a seed, imagining it'll grow, it'll just become a giant seed and never become into a tree. In order for the seed to become a tree, it has to let go of its original perception of the self. It has to let go of its seedness, dissolve, decompose, and out of that can be born a tree. The lesson is quite clear. If you go through changes in life, whatever they are, a lot of times it holds us back. It's not necessarily the challenge that faces us in the new phase, but our fear of letting go of the current stage. We're afraid of losing what we are now, not knowing what's going to come next. And we hold on to our identity, hold on to our patterns of behavior, and hold on to our routine because it keeps us safe, it makes us feel comfort. But we do that, maybe it'll grow, maybe it'll get better, but not leaps and bounds. The full potential will not be unleashed unless we're willing to go through a stage in which we let go of our perceptions of ourselves, let go of what we think we are, let go of what we think our potentials are, and allow for completely radical new change. And then we can truly, truly grow. That's what Chassidus calls the ayin be'emtza, the nothingness in between. Right? You have the something, the original something, the seed, the next something, the tree, but in the middle is a stage in which you're neither. You're neither the seed nor the tree. And it's a scary place to be in. And you feel like you're nothing. Well, I'm not here, I'm not there. But allow yourself to go through it. Don't be afraid of it.
Meditation, we call it the gap between the thoughts.
Yeah, that's right.
Meditation also comes up.
Yeah. Don't be afraid of it. Go through it. Even though it feels like I'm nothing, I'm neither here, neither there. If you go through it, on the other side, you come out to a much greater something than you were when you started.
Father would say, nishta here and nishta there.
Yeah, nishta here, nishta here. It's in Yiddish. Yeah. It's reflected in the story of the Gemara that Chassidus quotes all the time in this context. Gemara describes it when Rabbi moved from Babylonia to Eretz Yisrael. He fasted at different versions, either 40 fasts or 100 fasts. He fasted many times with the intention of forgetting the Torah he studied in Bavel. What does that mean? He has to forget the information he learned from Bavel. That means is he has to let go of the modality of learning in Bavel so he can achieve this whole new higher level of learning that he's going to experience in Eretz Yisrael. It's a similar concept. In order to go through real change, we have to allow ourselves to let go of what we think we are. That's very often holds us back. Is our assumption that the way we're operating now, that's our max capacity. This is it. And the idea that you have to completely shift and rethink is very scary because you don't know what are you going to be thinking when you let go of this thought? You don't know. Not there yet. The tree, we don't know what the tree's going to look like. But it's the only way for the seed to become a tree. The ayin be'emtza, the true bittul, the true self-nullification that allows for the greatest of growth. You have it in all kinds of stages.
Well, how does that just tie into what you were saying?
This is a lesson from a tree.
But how does Bittul come into it?
Well, it's letting go of who I am,
Oh.
letting go of my perception of who I am. That allows for the growth of something completely, entirely new, and higher, and loftier, and greater. It happens in all kinds of ways, on all kinds of stages. Person goes from being a child to an adult. It's a slow process. Slowly, a child let go of his version of himself as a child, and then he can become an adult. Then person goes from being single to being married. He starts out as a single person. He has one version of how he thinks he's supposed to be, and it's a struggle. He's got to let go of that version and become a new version. But when and the longer he holds on to what he thinks how amazing he thinks he is, because using the single person perception, the harder it's going to be for him to become the new great tree of marriage, and then becoming a parent, and then becoming a parent of adults, and then becoming grandparent, and so on and so forth. But on a smaller scale, also go from one level of learning to another level of learning. Now, in every area of life, there's growth, and then there's real growth. Right? Growth is you just get better at what you're doing, but something entirely new requires the seed to decompose. It requires that we let go of our perceptions, let go of that which holds us back, which is our little cubicle in which we've confined ourselves, that this is who I am. It's the ultimate klippa, the ultimate barrier. This is who I am. That's it. It doesn't let for growth. No, I can reimagine myself. That sometimes it's a scary thought because you have to let go of who you are. But this is the lesson from the tree. One of them, plant the seed decomposes, let go of its identity as a seed, and then it can truly become the great tree.